Picture this: Hebrew mothers desperately hiding their baby boys, tears streaming down their faces as Egyptian soldiers march through their neighborhoods. This is where one of history's greatest rescue missions begins, Exodus 1-4. 400 years have passed since Joseph saved Egypt from famine. Now, a new Pharaoh rules, one who doesn't remember Joseph's contributions. He sees the multiplying Israelites as a threat to national security. His solution? Brutal slavery. When that doesn't slow their growth, he orders every Hebrew baby boy thrown into the Nile River. One courageous mother refuses to surrender her son. She hides him for 3 months, then places him in a waterproof basket among the reeds. Pharaoh's own daughter discovers the baby and names him Moses, meaning drawn out of water. Ironically, the boy destined to free Israel grows up in Pharaoh's palace. Moses grew up and enjoys Egyptian privilege until one day he witnesses an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. Rage explodes within him. He kills the Egyptian and buries him in the sand. When Pharaoh learns about this, Moses flees to Midian, becoming a shepherd for 40 years. The prince becomes a desert nomad. This was an orchestration that was designed by God to groom him and develop personal intimacy with him. Meanwhile, the Israelites groan under oppression. Exodus 2:24 tells us God hears their cries and remembers his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Divine intervention is coming. One ordinary day, Moses notices something extraordinary: a bush burning but not consumed. When he approaches, God speaks from the flames, calling him by name. God reveals his plan to rescue Israel and send Moses back to Egypt as their deliverer. Moses protests immediately. He offers excuse after excuse. Who am I? What if they don't believe me? I'm not eloquent. Send someone else. God patiently addresses each objection. He reveals his sacred name, Yahweh, meaning I am who I am. He demonstrates his power through miraculous signs. Moses' staff becomes a serpent, his hand turns leprous, then heals. God promises his presence will go with Moses and appoints Aaron as his spokesman. This story reveals profound truths about God's character. He sees suffering and responds with compassion. He chooses unlikely heroes, equipping the inadequate for impossible tasks. He doesn't need our confidence, just our obedience. Moses' reluctance mirrors our own hesitations when God calls us beyond our comfort zones. We focus on our limitations while God focuses on his unlimited power. Like Moses, we're often running from our past when God wants to use it for his purposes. The burning bush represents God's holy presence, his ability to be among us without consuming us. It's a preview of grace, where God dwells with imperfect people. Moses encounters the God who transforms ordinary shepherds into liberators, who turns weakness into strength, who specializes in impossible deliverances. The journey from Egyptian palace to Midian desert to burning bush prepares Moses for his greatest challenge, confronting the most powerful ruler on earth and demanding freedom for enslaved people. Thanks, like, and share.